wounded as cops hunt down kidnap gang preying on BIR officials. An alleged member of a kidnap gang that preys on Bureau of Internal Revenue, BIR, officials was killed in a shootout with police in Marilao town, Bulacan province, on Thursday. Julieto Dela Fuente, 41, died in the clash with police officers who were serving a court warrant to search for high-powered firearms and explosives at his house on Aster Street at Residencia Regina Subdivision in Marilao, Barangay, Loma, Gato. Police described Dela Fuente as a major player in the kidnap gang. Police Maj. Gen. Guillermo Eleazar, Chief of the National Capital Region Police Office, NCRPO, said the kidnappers had been targeting BIR officials, usually revenue district officers, and usually demanded millions of pesos in ransom from the victims or their families. What sets these abductions apart from the usual kidnap for ransom instances is their transactions were so swift. In fact, the length of time of the kidnapping, from the negotiations to the release of the victim, won't last even for a day, Eleazar said. Search warrants according to an Inquirer Biz Buzz report, a ransom that was paid recently amounted to $60 million. Eleazar said Executive Judge Cecilyn Villavert of the Quezon City Regional Trial Court Branch 89 issued a warrant to search the houses of Dela Fuente and 3 other gang members, Romeo Manalastas, also in Marilao, and another in Caloocan City, Joever Garcia in San Jose del Monte City, Bulacan, and Lloyd Antonio in Caloocan. Around 2 a.m. on Thursday, members of the NCRPO-Regional Special Operations Unit simultaneously raided the houses, backed by the Philippine National Police Anti-Kidnapping Group, Highway Patrol Group and local police. Manalastas, Garcia and Antonio were not at their houses at the time, but several people were taken into custody: Garcia's wife, Rosalina, and 2 of their children, and Julieto Tering, father of Antonio's common-law wife. The raiders recovered 6 grenades, 13 firearms, including M16 rifles and a Uzi submachine gun, 3 cars and a motorcycle. Police uniforms. They also found police uniforms, one with a nameplate and the badge of the police chief master sergeant, which confirmed information that the gang included policemen, Eleazar said. We learned that their members included PNP personnel, usually deemed absent without leave, or possibly even those still active in the service. There are also former military personnel, and even employees of the BIR themselves, Eleazar said. The NCRPO chief said the gang members, wearing police or military uniforms, accosted their victims traveling in their vehicles or just barged into their homes. He said, the police were pissed off about the gang's activities in August last year. These were confirmed by BIR officials, but none of the alleged victims had cooperated in the police investigation, Eleazar added. The Inquirer has learned from Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III that the victims were unwilling to file complaints, partly because it would be difficult for them to explain how they were able to raise such large sums for ransom payments, given their relatively small salaries. Dominguez said President Duterte has been informed about the kidnapping. He noted that the state of abductions had already affected work at BIR offices, because some officials had not been showing up at their posts for fear of being kidnapped. Recovered documents. Eleazar said investigators would analyze the voluminous documents they had confiscated from the houses of the suspects to identify gang members and victims. The SUV was used by gunmen as getaway vehicle in a failed attempt to kill a mayoral candidate and his staff in Loma town, Quezon province, on August 13 last year. It was later found in nearby Marilao town. Eleazar said police were looking into whether the kidnappers also worked at guns for hire. With this development, I encourage victims and their relatives to come forward to report and help us prosecute these criminals, he said. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.